Well, I'm a bit embarrassed to say this is my generator. It hasn't ran in like, well, I think I've been in this house for like 7.5 years. So it hasn't run in all that time, and then some. So I'm gonna guess it's been about 8 years plus since this thing has ran. It has lived in the hole there for 7.5 years, being completely neglected and forgotten about it, because I'm happy about that. I've never needed it. But you never know, and having to fix something before you actually use it in the dead of winter is never a good idea, right? So let's monkey with this a wee bit, see if we can get it to run. I'm sure it'll probably need the carb cleaned or whatever. We'll see. So the issue always is, what's the prudent thing to do with an engine that hasn't been running a long time, you know? Well, I'm happy to report there's no mouse nest. This thing's got very, very, very little time on it since I serviced it, as I said, 8, 9, 10 years ago, whatever it was. Because the engine hasn't even been turned over, maybe it'd be prudent to pull the plug. I'll oil the bore up a wee bit before I actually try and pull on the recoil. Is the recoil rotten? Maybe. We'll see. And I may or may not have to get into the carb. The one thing I did have to do when I first got this, as I said, it wouldn't run, and the float height was grossly out of adjustment. That's why it wouldn't run when I first bought it 10 years ago, whatever it was. But when I tried to put the ball back on after I had adjusted the float and cleaned up the carb and stuff, it was leaking like a bitch. And I remember at the time I actually I thought, well, I better get another one of them just in case I need it in the future. I've had this in my toolbox for 10 years, waiting to be used. Maybe it'll get used today, I don't know, we'll see. Right, so as I said, we'll pull the plug. Maybe even look in an excuse for me to use my new Borescope tool. Maybe even look in. It is an overhead cylinder engine, so overhead valve engine, so maybe take a look in. Not that I expect anything to be wrong with the valves or that, but I would like to see the bore. Be interesting, at least for me. I guess, yeah, it does appear to have been leaking some oil, so we'll certainly check the oil. Again, maybe it's prudent to change it if and when we get it running. And yeah, fuel. Doesn't smell. Oh, a whole lot of vapor coming out off of that. Actually, it doesn't smell. I don't know, maybe the volatility is gone. Anyway, maybe I'll get lazy and we'll just try it. We'll pull the plug for sure. We bit suited up. Not bad though. We bit rich maybe. Other than that, alright. So just a wee video clip on that I took with a Borescope here, guys. The bore is in excellent condition. It's one of the valves, and here you can see the other valve, guys. It's pretty good, right? Clean. Well, I see the fuel in the line down to here, but I suspect the float, the needle valve is hung up. I don't know that for a fact, but yeah, it's not even trying to kick, although it did kick on the carb cleaner, so I suspect the ignition is okay. So yeah, let me drain this, see what happens. And again, could be wrong. Oh yeah, plenty of fuel coming in the bowl. Is it any good? Is the question. It's weird, it smells a bit like... No, it doesn't smell right. Doesn't look right either, color-wise, does it? Well, I'm gonna drain this. It smells like... It almost smells like shellac or something, you know? Old school varnish, solvents. Looks weird, smells weird. Prudent to replace it, I think. It looks really cloudy. Doesn't look like water, but I don't know what the hell it is, to be quite honest. Still volatile. The fuel in my little torch still volatile. There you go. Yeah, I guess so. Ah, this is no good, yeah. The machine's not working. Yeah, no choice. Take the carb off and see what happens. It'll, as I say, don't run on the carb cleaner, but yeah, it doesn't want to run on. It's on, and the primer bulb just doesn't feel right at all. There's no back pressure on it at all from the fuel. So just take the carb apart here. Ports and orifices. They seem reasonably clean. The bowl, however, it's got a lot of muck in the bottom, and I think, let's call it the main jet there, it's clear. I think that port there has to be clear. I'm not sure it is. Near the bottom of the bowl. Perhaps this one's clogged up. Not sure. Anyway, that is got some strange mung in it. Clean that, of course. Well, so I've cleaned up and all back together. My money's on the pickup there. This little fastener not only retains the bowl, but actually is the pickup mechanism for the main jet in the center there. What red tube? It looked like it was bunged up, so all this schmutz in the bottom. Guess we'll find out. Okay, so carb's all fitted back. I can you see the fuel line there? Yeah, this wet primer bulb is actually, it's not bled yet, but I can see it is. I'm not sure if you can see the fuel there. It is pushing a wee bit of fuel into the throat now, so that may or may not make a difference. Yeah, nothing left to do but try it. Let's see. Hello, bing bong. You know what you have to do? Is put the gas back in that you drained. That will help. Mein Gott in Himmel. We better find fiddling to do, I guess. That's it, boys. Cheers.